Good morning, everybody, and welcome to HousingWire's Demo Day. I'm joined by Allison LaForgia. I'm Jennifer Laws, the SVP of Sales. Allison, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Jennifer. I'm excited for today.
Absolutely, I think we have some great companies here for us. I know you have a few housekeeping items.
Absolutely. So to our audience, the demos today will be live and you have the opportunity to ask questions at the end of the demos. Feel free to ask us questions at any time using the Q&A icon at the bottom of your screen or by utilizing the chat function. HousingWire will be sending a recording out about a week afterwards, and you'll be able to view all of the on-demand versions of the demos today.
Fantastic, Allison. Let's jump right into today's technology demos. First up, we have Joe Edwards with BeSmartee and Agent Portal. Hi, Joe. Welcome.
Hey, Jennifer.
How's it going? Welcome to March.
It's going good. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Right?
I can't believe it's already here.
Right? I know. No kidding. Best thing about March is March Madness. So only a couple weeks away.
Awesome.
Let me do a quick introduction to you, and then you can take it away. With BeSmartee Agent Portal, lenders can facilitate enhanced collaboration between borrowers, loan officers, realtors, and other external agents for successful real estate transactions. Now, from within the Real Deals portal, preferred agents can track the borrower's status, manage documents such as uploading purchase agreements and downloading conditional approval letters for faster closings. Joe, tell us more.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share my screen and I can take us through this. So, hey, everyone. Once again, my name is Joe Edwards. Really first off, thank you, Jennifer and HousingWire, for hosting this session. And, really thank you everyone for being here and watching, giving up some of your time today. So before I really, dive into this, just a few things to go over what we're about to see, the value of it. First is, the importance of external agents being plugged into the mortgage POS. I'm going to go over why that's so important and a lot of the features that BeSmartee has. And then second is, how can internal teams be empowered with a mortgage POS that goes, really deep in the back end with integrations and features. So the last 2 years, we've seen a major spike in refinances. I think, moving from these refinances to where we're at now, we've started seeing more of a decline in the year of 2022. Joel Kahn, MBA Associate Vice President of Economic and Industry Forecasting, has said, the higher mortgage rates quickly shut off the refinances for this year. Activity's down for about the first 6 out of 7 weeks of 2022. So what we're seeing in that shift is more of a focus on purchase loans. And currently there's an inventory problem. There's just not enough houses to go around for the amount of buyers, especially millennials and Gen Z buyers that are looking to purchase their first home. So with all of that attention and the low amount of inventory, it becomes more important than ever for external agents to be connected. So that way everyone's in sync, from the borrower to the loan officer to the real estate agent. There's no slowdown due to kind of human error, let's call it, of maybe not sending over updates to the correct party, uploading documents, not getting notified, etc. So I'm going to start off as a borrower here. So I've switched my page to a borrower. This borrower's filled out an application. They've automatically run credit, D1C products. They've run pricing, AUS. They've signed initial disclosures, and they're ready to order their appraisal since they have signed that intent to proceed. So they are able in the BeSmartee system to add an appraisal appointment contact. So I'm adding in my realtor's info, an email, a phone number. I'm also going to put this down here, say I'd like to update my agent. This means this agent's going to get automatic updates anytime something happens to my file and it moves towards closing. And when I'm ready, I'll hit continue. Now at this point, I could move directly into making my appraisal payment as the borrower, keep working on the borrower side of things. But the focus today is the real estate agent and the portal that they have within our platform. So agent gets an email. Automatically, it's asking them to upload the purchase agreement.
Hey, Joe.
Mhm.
You need to move your shared screen over to the demo screen.
Gotcha. Thank you for the update. How does that look? Did it move me from the first one?
It did.
Perfect. So where I've gone from was and I apologize, you couldn't see it, but I was on a page where the borrower was able to link their real estate agent in. This is the email that was triggered to the real estate agent to upload our purchase agreement. And once we click on it, it takes us to a login page. So on this login page, we can go ahead and type in our info. If this is the first time, we would be setting our password opposed to just typing in the one we currently use, but we are a returning agent here. So I'll go ahead and log in. I can see all the borrowers that I've been working with, including the one from today that has sent me the message here and asked me to review their file. So once I log into this, I can see the borrower's info. It's asking me to upload a condition here. I could immediately work on that. If I scroll down, I can see the loan summary, the loan docs, action and status history. I've got all the info I would really need to know on this borrower. Super important one. I even already have this approval letter. So if I click here to view the documentation, it's going to take me to a PDF of the conditional approval letter. All of this was generated in a matter of minutes. So this borrower had started this application about 15 minutes ago in the system, and the real estate agent is already in a place where they're reviewing the conditional approval letter. So all of this is really going a long way in helping the agent, stay updated on the file. They're not having to reach out to the loan officer, maybe multiple times a day saying, what's happening? Give me updates. They can see everything from the loan summary to what's the last thing that happened. Appraisal order has been put in. They even got a timestamp there so that we can keep going and always be part of the process. Now, good thing at BeSmartee is all these notifications, this automation, bringing everyone together and communicating, working out of one portal. It doesn't just apply to even external agents. There's a lot of good features for the internal agents as well, such as processors, loan officers, underwriters. There's really no limit to the number of users that can work out of BeSmartee and the number of users a lender can have on the back-end portal. So I'm going to now switch over away from the real estate agent, away from the borrower that we've already seen, and I'm going to move into maybe a processor role or a loan officer. So managing these users, I'm going to take us to an add new user page. This is where we could actually make an unlimited amount of users within BeSmartee. So there's a lot of boxes here, but the one that I'm really focused on right now is the role. As you can see, these are some basic role types. Could be as many as we want, but these are the basic ones that start when you go through implementation with BeSmartee. Processor is what I'll focus on at first. A lot of features of the processor is being able to send conditions to the borrower, being able to communicate directly with the borrower. Everything's going to sync with the LOS automatically, meaning the work the processor does here is going to push into the LOS, into the correct data fields and buckets that everything needs to go to. So if the condition request is sent out and fulfilled within BeSmartee, it's going to go to all the correct places in the LOS, helping the processor from needing to log in and out of multiple systems to do their work. We can manage the roles very specifically. So if we see this processor role type and we click on edit, we can go in and change the general permissions, page visits, make sure the processor is only working and seeing what they need to see, so they're not getting overwhelmed with info that just doesn't apply to what they have to do. If we take the perspective of a loan officer working with all this same automation, if I scroll down here, we can see it goes as granular as entering the credit, product and pricing credentials DU. So this loan officer, all their automation can be geared towards their specific comp plans, the credit vendor that they want to run if a borrower is filling out their application. All the communications are in one place. Notifications, once again, can go automatically via email or text to the specific parties. So, maybe the processor goes in and requests a condition. That condition pushes to the borrower who fulfills it. The loan officer, processor, and real estate agent all can get updated that specific condition has been fulfilled. And once, the loan goes to the next step in closing, once again, that whole group's going to get notified that they're one step closer and where they're currently at in the process. So all of this comes together to provide what I would say is really good customer service in this time that, the focus is on for speed, for efficiency, for keeping the borrowers happy and notified. Because, in this day and age where we have less of an inventory to the amount of loans that, borrowers are looking for, you got to be at the top of the game on customer service. If there's a slowdown, it's really easy to go out on the internet, find another rate, and maybe even, switch lenders, just because maybe you were waiting for 7 days for the real estate agent to communicate with the internal team. And that's just too long in this environment. I've had a lot of family members, buying and selling houses. My sister sold her house after, I think, 2 days on the market. And my mother-in-law keeps getting outbid on the first and second days that houses are hitting the market. So the competition is fierce, is what I'm seeing currently in the industry on the personal side and on the professional side. That is more or less the presentation I wanted to go through today. So, thank you again, everyone, for sticking around and watching, and happy to go into the questions now.
All right. Thank you so much, Joe, for showing us all of the capabilities. I personally love a platform that's multifaceted and has real estate and loan officer applications. So very exciting to see that. So we have a couple questions. I'm going to jump into the first one. Can you set email notifications for real estate and external agents for live updates?
Yes, that's definitely a feature that we can offer. And keep everyone notified. We have a super robust set of notifications. So we have our preset triggers to decide what those notifications will be, and then we can do as many as we need.
Awesome. So next question, can the realtor see milestone progression of the borrower status in real time?
Absolutely. We list literally everything the loan has already gone through, as well as every new action item will be listed, time-stamped. We can even go as granular as listing what user went in and did it. So if you have 2 co-borrowers, we'll know which user came in and actually pushed it to the next step.
So you're able to tell if there's a holdup when there's more than one person signing up on the phone.
Correct.
Who you have to pop back into and have them revisit their documents. I love that.
Yep.
So last question, which information is included in the loan summary?
In the loan summary, off the top of my head, it's going to be stuff like purchase price, down payment, the loan ID number that's going to be shared in both the POS and LOS, things like loan type, what kind of product they chose, a couple other odds and ends, but that's going to be the big features that we're listing on that loan summary for the real estate agent.
Sounds like there's a lot of information available at our fingertips when you use BeSmartee.
Absolutely.
All right. With that, we are just about out of time. So thank you so much, Joe, for showing us the applications of Agent Portal. Jennifer, we are ready for you to come back.
Fantastic. Thanks again, Joe.